Hi all, welcome to Team of the Week 9. Not the most exciting Team of the Week to look to, I'm afraid, due to the international break, and also depending if they include friendlies as well. Then if they do, then it could be slightly improved. But if we can smash the like side, we also sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at G the Legend. All the links are down below for playlists in the channel and social media links as always. So let's jump into Team of the Week 9 and hopefully have a better score than 11 last week for our predictions. So Sommer, first shout, he got 2 clean sheets over the 2 playoff legs and kept a very impressive save near the end of the game, but made a number of good saves in general and should see a first in form for Sommer. This FIFA would be a nice in form as well. Then over to Rodriguez, he got a goal which was controversial, but he kept 2 clean sheets as well and should be a strong shout for an in form for the Calcio A. Could be quite impressive. I think he did play left back, so if that is the case then sorted. Benatia, a goal and a clean sheet. You can also consider the rare, but Benatia due to rating I think, and also just maybe performance. We'll get into this week's Team of the Week. Then Verislako, he got 2 assists in Croatia's 4-1 first leg win, and should get into this week's Team of the Week. Will be a pretty nice in form, to be honest, so can't go wrong with that looking in the club. And Guez, 1 goal 1 assist for the Real Oviedo winger, and will be a nice cheap gold in form, especially from being Spanish as well. Could have a few SBC uses later down the line. Johansson, a goal which was maybe not the best goal in the world, but for Sweden it helped them qualify for the World Cup in the end, and that should get him into this week's Team of the Week. Krishna, a hat-trick of assists, that should get him in. If not, his teammate doesn't exist in FIFA, so that's why Krishna gets into this week's Team of the Week. Kuro Sanchez, 1 goal 1 assist for the Sevilla Atletico. This is the B team for Sevilla and should get into this week's Team of the Week. Calalo, 2 goals and for Parma, should see their first in form for a very long time and could be a nice cheap in form from a goal perspective. So Zula, 1 goal 1 assist for Albacete. This guy should get in back into the gold ranks, so not too bad on that front in my personal opinion. And Diafra Sakho, 1 goal for Senegal to help them and qualify for the World Cup. Sadio Mane got an assist, but I think Sakho will probably be the one that they will opt for this week. Dan Randolph, he made a number of good saves, especially that double save to help them get a 0-0 draw in the first leg, where it helps them qualify for the World Cup's a different matter. Granger, 2 goals and a clean sheet for Carlisle. This will be a very OP gold second in form, which will be kind of crazy for a League 2 team. That just shows you what they're doing with informs this year, so you can't really go wrong on what they're doing this year. This dude Camprese, goal on a clean sheet, should get him into this week's Team of the Week. Normally it wouldn't maybe, but due to the lack of games he would get in. Grippo is a punt with a goal, where he gets in is a different matter, but the Zaragoza centre half got himself a goal in the 3-2 victory for the team. Harry Anderson, 2 goals for Lincoln and looks a cheap-ish silver in form. Could get a decent enough boost to help him out. This dude Hernandez looks really nice actually for 2 goals and could be a nice start boost. I'm going to be quite intrigued to see what he goes to and compare him between his bronze to his silver upgrade. And this dude Pak Hwang Rong, 2 goals for in the Asian Cup. I don't know if they're going to count it, but I've put him in nonetheless. 2 goals over 2 games. If they count it, then North Korea has its first in form I think ever in FIFA, so see what happens. Time will tell. Of course, he's never got a hat-trick but doesn't play in FIFA. Then Olsen made a number of saves for Sweden, especially right at the end in the second leg, but 2 clean sheets in general over Italy. Should see him getting an in form. McGing, 1 goal and a clean sheet for Central Coast Mariners and sorted for him. This dude here, Herrero, 1 assist and a clean sheet. Normally wouldn't maybe get him, but because I think Albacete are going to get 2 informs, he would be 1. Stephen Old got a goal for Morecambe, kind of pulling strings here, pulling straws and all this kind of stuff, but he might get in, maybe not. Bit of a punt at the end of the day. And then Brett Pittman, 2 goals for Pompey, getting into this week's Team of the Week. It was pretty impressive, to be honest, in that game against Blackpool, I believe was the game. But as I said, we've got Lod, Grozav, Son, Marcelo, Alba, Silver, De Sevi, just to name a few that could get into. Even Lukaku as well for record breaker, and Hughes for Northern Ireland as a record breaker, but it would seem a bit weird. But see what happens, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you fancy for Team of the Week. Nice smash like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.